Top shot. I wonder if it was just going to finish maybe just on the off stump. But with the pace on, it's easy for Sanju to use that pace. He's done it well over the last 2 games. Got to be tighter in his line with his tricky variation.
What I like about Sanju in this innings, I don't know if Danny and Bish, if you've noticed, the way he's used the crease. Earlier he used to be predictable, just go leg stump to leg stump, right back. Today he's been outside the crease, he's moved across to middle stump, he's changed angles.
Yeah, and having watched him a lot with Rajasthan, I think about the surfaces here in India, couldn't he try and bully his way out of situations? But here, with his mindset and his game, and of course he's in form, he's commanding so much out of his game and himself.
It's 98 for no loss, so India going at 14s at the moment.
Yeah, he's a class act. Who would have thought in those first 3 games didn't get a run? Now, well, what a difference a week makes. And the occasion. Oh, fastest of the World Cup. What a cup it's been.
Star Wars. So 98 for no loss. Watching Rabindra. He's got him. There's a sound there. The finger's gone up. He chased a wide one. And a good catch that. It was fuller in length. Their terrific innings coming to an end here. Thought about Sam. Got him. There's a sound there. He ate something, but no, it's Rachin Ravindra. Slower, loopy teasing. He's done the trick. Not the great. Got him. There's a sound around, but he gave it a little bit of hang. Got him. There's a sound there. The finger's gone up. He chased a wide one. And a good catch that. It was fuller in length. Their terrific innings coming to an end here. Thought about Sam. Got him. There's a sound there. He ate something, but no, it's Rachin Ravindra. Slower, loopy teasing. He's done the trick. Not the great. Got him. There's a sound around. He gave it a little bit of hang. Got him. There's a sound there. The finger's gone up. He chased a wide one. And a good catch that. It was fuller in length. The opportunity. They had a chance to regroup during that drinks break. So one left-hander goes. There's another left-hander who comes in, who's also in sparkling form, Ishan Kishan. He doesn't hang about too long, especially when there's a spin in operation. And starts off with a terrific shot, but good fielding keeps him down to 2. This 100 comes up, and it's come up in real good time.
Gee, where's the we calling in the highlights? It is absolutely humming here in the final. Go with these fastest ever 50s and 100s we've seen. What a great World Cup it certainly has been here in 2026. Oh, entertainment to the fore.
It's driven square. And again, good fielding. He's like a honey badger in that ground. He's all over. Fearless in the field.
Man, there's that full floaty. Well, it's a funny old game as it would have been a wide, as you said, Rav. certainly part of the ploy. Make them fetch, make them reach, make them drag the Indian, particularly two lefties. We've seen the end of Abhishek. Now we've got Ishan Kishan. You think about what skipper's next. Sky, and then you've got Tilak Varma, Hardik Pandya. This goes on and on. Dubé, no slouch.
Well, that's a terrific shot of the back foot. This is a shot of a player in prime form. How good was that timing?
When you look at this shot, the difficulty was to keep an almost vertical bat in playing that through mid-wicket. Usually it's a horizontal bat you pull across the line of it. That is almost vertical and brilliant.
Oh, excellent. Some quality shots already from Ishan Kishan. Back-to-back boundaries. And the scoreboard rattling along, 110 for 1.
It's time.
What time is it?
The signs are obvious. It's time for something magnificent.
Something big. Something new.
Something that moves you.
Something with a purpose.
It's all threaded together.
That's what movies are.
The Oscars, hosted by me, Conan O'Brien.
No change, and rightly so. A lot of talk about Kuldeep or Rinku Singh coming in. Glad they've stuck with the same team. And you mentioned, Bish, you don't know how much is good enough. When I went there for the toss, I looked at the groundsman. He had the biggest smile on his face. So I said, why are you smiling? He said, this is a beauty. This track is a beauty. If you think Mumbai was a beauty in the semis, this might be even better. Well, so far on evidence, it's there.
Just the amount of grass left on, that's the exciting thing. Think about the curators and the international guys that come around and look at surfaces.
Again, smashed on the back foot. Very quickly into his stride. He's got 13 of 6.
It's about that. And those of us that have played a bit in the past, sure, also had a good look at surfaces in recent years, and particularly in this part of the world, for a certain big tournament, it's about to kick off at the end of the month. Grass left on adds pace, bounce, allows stroke makers to get full value, whether it's along the carpet going for 4 or actually just timing it exquisitely, and it just seems to sail into the crowd. Even at this venue, which is one of the biggest boundaries going around, the quality of the surfaces here have been outstanding. Afford to. At the moment there's just singles happening because of this great graphic. It's simply superb as the skipper with his guile and flight. So 4 singles. He'll be moosing everyone else at the other end. Happy to sit on Santner for this over.
I like the way Sanju Samson is applying himself. He knows the start is good. He doesn't have to do anything silly. He knows whom to target. He'll target the faster bowlers. It's quietly played away for a single. 6 off the over. It's 115 for 1. Biggest cricket league in the world. Full-on entertainment.
Blast from KO.
Yourself funky.
Hardik Pandya in the house.
Get ready for the battle for the ages. Tata IPL starts 28th March.
So 115 for 1. 9 overs have been bowled.
determination into the attack now. Now this is where again Sanju Samson might want to put pressure on the bowler straight away. There's eyeing the field, very much on middle and off stump, seeing the field set with his guard. And it clears the infield, will land safely and get a couple of runs. This is where I think he will mature as a player. Just showing in this innings the way he's using the crease. He's got all the power, all the shots. By doing this, he doesn't allow the bowlers to target him in any sort of way. Makes them adapt and adjust to what he's doing. Oh, that's skill. That is high class for someone who can hit the ball with brute force. That's quality for you.
Well, Ian Bishop and I just rock back in our chairs here and go, well, where do you bowl? Not the worst, nearly a Yorker, nearly a good Yorker. Hello. Fetch this, fellas.
Look at the angle of the bat when it makes contact with the ball. It's almost as if the edge is looking at the bowler.
I agree with that. If we see the boundary again, it's a deliberate opening of the face, obviously. How fine he expected to get it is something to behold. He knows there's someone at short fade. Have a look. The face of the bat is actually facing point. You can see it there. Even more acute. That is great skill. That's a shot of a man in form. So one thing I would say about New Zealand's bowling, and there's still time to try to pull it back. But I'll go back to the early parts. Very few length balls in the early going.
Smashed off the back foot. A rare misfield from New Zealand. But the boundaries keep coming here.
Yeah, and just to further on that, Bish, you're right. I think when you saw the shape of just a little, just enough, where Henry was, and then we're all scratching our heads, perhaps why didn't he have another go? Bowled the first and the third, he should have, because he does bowl that lovely test match length with a 6 metre length. And it's searching and just coming and nibbling, particularly inside those first 4 or 5 overs.
Yeah, India won 2 T20 World Cups, 2007, 2024, both batting first. Always a better side when they've got runs on the board. Because what happens then you get the crowd behind you. Having said that, this wicket will play good. So in the last game, 252 was almost not enough because England were in it for long periods of time. I've got the Home Minister Amit Shah there. 12 off the over, 127 for 1.
Calvin and I broke up. Don't you broke up?
Of that good length very often, and those blue ones are boundaries. How many of those boundaries came just in that good length? In fact, they're Abhishek and Samson, different colors. So that good is something they didn't of that good length very often, and those blue ones are boundaries. How many of those boundaries came just in that good length? In fact, they're Abhishek and Samson, different colors. So that good is something they didn't
Through the tournament, spinners have struggled at this ground in terms of going for runs and picking up wickets, but tonight the spinners probably been more economical. This bowling lineup. Mitch Setner himself is in his third over and he's just gone for 12. When he bowled against South Africa though, his 4 overs went for 33 at this ground. And a little misfield. Narendra again.
Well, this is a rollicking start by the Indians. Brilliant. Absolutely terrific. The think tank showing faith in Abhishek Sharma. And like Samson responded in the earlier matches, Sharma responded with a brilliant half century.
The crowd are loving the power from these Indian batters. It is pinging off their bats.
He's been playing this shot throughout this tournament and hitting it deep into the crowd. He's a pocket rocket when you look at him. You don't think he would have that much power, but look how far the ball has gone. In the slot, gone.
T20.
He's been impressive yet again, as is Shane Keshan. They've been trying to keep it out of his hitting arc. This dead straight, right in the slot. No hesitation, full swing of the bat. Satner knows. Gotta try and stay out of that hitting arc. His line wide. Next one hit through the offside.
The final of the T20 World Cup 2026 is upon us.
This time around he cuts it off. The pressure that the Indian batters are creating on New Zealand are bringing those errors at times. New Zealand got to find a way to put pressure back on India. To score a half century in the semi-final and the final of a T20 World Cup, and he's done it at home. 137 for 1.
Starts 28th March.
That's a
2009, Shahid Afridi scored a half century in the semi-final and the final. Virat Kohli did it in 2014.
That little extra time to be able to get to the ball and bang it away.
Now he goes straight.
That little extra time to be able to get to the ball and bang it away. This is calculated. He's in the 30-meter circle, and so he's not looked to go towards the long on side because he's a fielder at long on. He knew that he probably wouldn't be able to get too much power into it, but the timing, it's the timing that has taken it over the ropes. Back-to-back sixes, pressure now on the bowler.
A little change of angle now for Ferguson as he comes around. He gets in the block hole. That's probably a good place to be at this stage.
Yeah, it is, because it's accurate. It's New Zealand's Achilles heels today, and it has allowed Sanju Samson to get into his work quite nicely. Down the ground to Starwood, had a little bit of luck, but the form and the touch continues. That is meat and drink. He has fed off that A lot. Brilliance on the biggest stage of them all.
Runs are flowing from both ends at the moment. New Zealand have got to find a way to create pressure, but right now with runs flowing from both ends, it's going to be very difficult.
Well, when you look at the pace at which he's bowling at just the right pace, and if you keep on bowling in the slot against batters who are in good form, good touch, you're going to go for maximum. It's the third maximum out of 4 delivery that he's bowled. 19 runs already.
Kishan started so brilliantly at the tournament. Though they struggled a little bit with the opening partnership, India, and in fact coming into this tournament they were averaging just over 16 with the opening partnership coming into this game. So they're making 98. Kishan also moving down the order, and he's kept continuing making runs. Now second on the list. Into the surface he goes, but Satna is in the inner ring, and it easily clears his head. 161 now on the board.
Well, another class.
लोग मेरे तिल के लड्डू बहुत पसंद करते हैं, इससे मैं बिजनेस कैसे बनाऊं?
फेस्टिवल के टाइम लड्डू हाई डिमांड में रहेंगे। ये बिजनेस लॉन्च करने का बेस्ट टाइम होगा। इस टाइम पे लोग गिफ्टिंग के लिए प्री ऑर्डर देते हैं और आप सब कॉन्फिडेंटली प्लान कर पाएंगे। मैं एक फेस्टिवल फोकस्ड एनुअल बिजनेस प्लान बना दूं।
At the Narendra Modi Stadium, questions for the New Zealand captain.
Not sure which plan number they've gone to by now in New Zealand, but I reckon they've run through a few of them. They're plan Q by now. 8 overs to go. Trying to keep it out of the hitting arc as much as possible. They tried that earlier as well in the power play, but it didn't really work. Question is going to be who gets their hands on this trophy. Well, a legend had his hands on the trophy a bit earlier on. MS Dhoni walked the trophy out with Abhishek Sharma. Jay Shah as well alongside. And Davis, the vice chairman of GFStar, out there in the middle. Lovely moment for everyone involved. That has gone a long way back. So easily as he dispatched that into the crowd.
My God, what a shot. That is, I mean, the previous over we saw that shot from Sanju Samson of the last ball. Have a look at this one as well. Oh, this is some batting. This is some hitting. This is some massacre.
Changes now with Samson on strike. Weineg is up, third is up, and one long off back. Amazing to think from New Zealand's point of view, coming into this game, they only had 4 overs go over 20. Already had 4 of those tonight. It's been an absolute onslaught by India and their batters.
Yeah, and I think one of the reasons behind that has been alluded tonight already. gone to plan B, C and D before actually giving A good strong chance to work. Talked about tactically using their strength against India's strength. Matt Henry is one of those. Good seam and swing bowler. Only bowled one in those first 3 overs. I think when they look back at this absolute onslaught, and this is what happens when you make tactical mistakes against really good sides, they punish you. Informed batters come out. Almost Sanju Samson, who was the informed batter coming into this game, took a back seat for the power play. Abhishek Sharma took full control. Glenn Phillips only bowling 1 over to Abhishek Sharma as well. Probably the second of the tactical mistakes. India now firmly in control.
As a South African, I would say where were the tactical mistakes the other night in the semi-final? They made none. One-handed, straight it goes, doesn't really time it. We haven't said that too many times tonight. It's 171 for 1.
Have to believe that they're not out of this game yet.
Pitching efficiency for New Zealand has been pretty good through the tournament. Lengthy discussion between bowler and captain. Just 1 over, went for 12, but he did pick up the solitary wicket to fall. Santner's just had a long conversation with Ravindra, who has been so good for New Zealand with the ball in the tournament. He's been influential with the ball. Now the question is, what can he do here? Just feel that from here on in, it is just about damage control. So hard for New Zealand really to pull back complete control of this game.
Yeah, the skipper has to believe that they're not out of the game yet. Previous semi-final India played, scoring over 250, but only won by 7 runs. Have to find a way to stay in this game. Batting surface is good. Got to find a way out of this situation.
I think Sonny, Owen and I have both done pretty well. We've both brought up our semi-finals at the same time. I had South Africa and he's brought up the England semi-final as well.
Yes. One thing you've got to say about Rachin Ravindra's bowling is that he might have given 12 runs, but he seems to have a knack of taking wickets, because he's got 12 wickets so far in this tournament, so he's coming pretty handy.
Yeah, clever bowling. That's the reason I think he is so effective, Sonny. He just reads the game nicely. You can clearly tell India, both batters, handbrake down, looking to push the pedal here for the final stages of the game. You've got to be clever. You've got to try and read what they're trying to do. Get them off strike, try and break rhythm in the over. If you can get in and out of an over for less than double figures, that is a win at this stage.
Just went quiet for a little moment, just a few deliveries, but Sanju Samson makes sure that quietness doesn't last long.
This is the 106 by India in this World Cup, and look at this. This is more of a bottom-hander shot, but still enough power, enough timing. It's gone miles.
The runs continue to flow so easily. Samson showing his strength in Ahmedabad.
Well, how crisp is the footwork here from Sanju Samson. Just making batting look very easy at the moment. Picks the length, dances back onto that favoured back foot and knows immediately. Just puts a good swing on it. That is a big, big 6.
Yes, twinkling footwork. The way he went onto the back foot, used the depth of the crease, opened the front foot so that he could hit it over mid-wicket. It is classy batting.
Yeah, and you've got to imagine, where does Ravindra go here? Is it going to be quicker? Is it going to be slower and wider? Imagine he will try and stay wide.
The shots are something that you have to just admire. This is sensational. 191 for one it is, and New Zealand will appreciate this drinks break.
Biggest cricket league in the world. Full-on entertainment.
Class from KO.
Rishabh Panti, Hardik Pandya in the house.
Get ready for the battle for the ages. Tata IPL starts 28th March.
This is the road to the FIH World Cup 2026. India is ready. Qualification isn't given, it's earned. For pride, for the tricolour, India goes all in. Watch all the action of the FIH Women's World Cup 2026 qualifiers live on Star Sports and Jio Hotstar.
सबसे बड़ा सवाल, रहमान डकैत की मौत के बाद कौन बनेगा लियारी का बादशाह?
We've been framed.
We hit out.
It's my ring!
It's digging me right now.
I want the fox and rabbit.
We have to clear our names.
We need to lay low. Flash, we need to get across town.
No problem.
Disney Zootopia 2.
Some Ravi Shastri is there, maybe the odd Sunil Gavaskar in that, and maybe the odd Owen Morgan, but look at that. Anywhere around 24, that is Ravi Shastri for you. And I think anywhere where it's just 3 runs and over, that's Sunil Gavaskar for you.
I'll tell you what, before you two sat down in these chairs, we had 2 bowlers there, Ian Bishop and Danny Morrison. I reckon right now you two are the happier because the batters have had a field day today. It's been so tough for the bowlers. Can they find a way to pull it back, New Zealand? New Zealand look shell-shocked at the moment. They've got 6 overs to somehow pull this back. Already, India have the highest team score in a T20 World Cup final. Samson has the highest individual score in a T20 World Cup final. Records being broken. We're just 14 overs in. A rare dot ball.
Yeah, word from Mitchell Santner as well. None for 21 in his 3.1 overs. Begs to think why he didn't continue to bowl out. New Zealand need wickets and they need wickets now. You really get the feeling as if something's going to happen in this over. Experience and accuracy of the New Zealand captain against 2 in batters.
Also the drinks break, always a bit of a...
How easily he gets into position. So quickly he moves his feet, gets himself into position to allow him to free the arms.
Yes, I was just going to say drinks break can be a bit of a concentration breaker, but these guys are in such tremendous rhythm. Anything in the arc, it is going to go down there. He's such a good player of that particular shot. He's got the power, he's got the timing. Looking to change the angle, coming over the wicket, the New Zealand skipper.
Yeah, Ishan Kishan just pleading for the wide, but I think it's a good decision from umpire Illingworth That is the most effective line to Ishan Kishan. Wide and then vary your pace. Yeah, look where that back foot is. That therefore moves the guideline for the umpire. Good decision.
Ishan Kishan had to change roles slightly through the World Cup, but Yari is still performing in the final with a half century and also brings up the 100 partnership of 45 deliveries.
He really is a joy to watch. He's been in full flow throughout this tournament, but when it matters, has stood up. Just 23 deliveries to take him to a half century. Partnership now 100 from 45.
Half centuries for the top